to the court now with a guilty plea mid-trial and a sentencing for a daytime shooting in Windsor. CTV's Michelle Maluske. Michelle, you have covered a lot today alone.
Yeah, it was a very busy day. So let's start with a mid-trial plea, as you mentioned, for a Cotta man accused of dangerous and impaired driving. The trial against 21-year-old Cameron Drouillard started Monday. It was expected to continue into next week. He was charged with 4 offenses, including impaired driving and failing to provide the necessities of life from a serious single-vehicle rollover in Lakeshore in 2022. A friend of his was ejected from the vehicle and was seriously injured. She was expected to testify today, but instead, Drouillard pleaded guilty to dangerous driving. Drouillard admitted to the court he was the person driving the pickup truck, quote, objectively dangerously down Finn Road in Lakeshore. Court learned today Drouillard lied to first responders, police, and hospital staff, saying the friend was driving the truck that night, a lie he continued to maintain until today. The other charges, including impaired driving, were dropped. The Crown admitted they couldn't prove Drouillard met the threshold for an illegal amount of alcohol in his blood at the time of the rollover. Meantime, in another Superior courtroom, a sentencing hearing for a daytime shooting that was incredibly not fatal. On August 15th, 2023, a man who was 33 years old at the time was shot 9 times by 2 shooters in the middle of the afternoon. Although suffering 5 shots to the chest and 2 to the back, the victim survived. The reason given for the shooting? An elaborate story about convincing an ex-boyfriend to leave a female friend alone after a messy breakup. But the victim was previously unknown to both shooters. Today, 28-year-old Kyle Small was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to aggravated assault, discharging a firearm, and possession of a firearm. John Manahan, who was on Canada's most wanted list for this incident, has already pleaded guilty to his role in the shooting. He is already serving an 8-year prison sentence. Justice Bruce Thomas said today it was just, quote, so stupid what Small and Manahan did that day, and they're both lucky the victim survived. Otherwise, they might both be facing prison for life. The judge and lawyers involved are veteran members of the local judicial system. They commented on how when they started in this career, the majority of cases were for stabbings or fights. Now they say guns are involved in an incredibly high number of cases that come to the court. A sad commentary on our city, Stephanie, but they hope today's sentencing, 6.5 years for a non-fatal shooting, will send a message to the entire community about the dangers of owning a weapon.
Yeah, that's so disturbing to hear that that's the number of cases that we're seeing in the courts.
It's just gone up so much, and they're discouraged and worried about it, and all they can do is take it one case at a time.
Okay, Michelle, thank you for this.
You're welcome.